Everyone. Today we will be discussing the significance of World AIDS Day, which is observed annually on December 1st. This day is dedicated to raising awareness about the global HIV/AIDS pandemic and serves as an opportunity for people worldwide to unite in the fight against HIV. Now you may be wondering why it is important to discuss HIV with non-medical audiences. Well, understanding the significance of World AIDS Day allows us to become informed advocates for change. By raising awareness, we can challenge the stigma and discrimination associated with HIV or AIDS, which often prevents individuals from seeking testing, treatment, and support. Through education and understanding, we can promote compassion, empathy, and acceptance, creating an environment where people living with HIV can live fulfilling lives free from judgment. It is also crucial that we foster a society that is more inclusive, supportive, and knowledgeable about HIV or AIDS. So during this lecture, we will shed light on the global impacts of HIV or AIDS and the progress made in prevention and treatment, and the challenges that still persist. And it is also important to recognize the efforts of organizations and initiatives that work. Is the meaning of AIDS? AIDS stands for Acquired Immunodeficiency Syndrome. So before you're going to contract the AIDS, first you're going to have HIV. So what is HIV? This is the underlying cause of AIDS that stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. So for example, you have a weakened immune system that is like, for example, your security guard in your house. So they get tired, so it will just allow the burglars, which is the infection, to enter the body that easily. So HIV is not a single disease, but a collection of symptoms and infections that occur due to a weakened immune system. So once our immune system is very weak, so our body is already at risk to contract any kind of disease. So we are very susceptible and easily get infected. So at this time, we're going to discuss, the mode of transmission of HIV or AIDS. So how do you contract HIV? So number one is through sexual transmission. So if you're having unprotected sex with multiple sexual partners, so you have the chances of having the risk of contracting HIV or AIDS. So second is through blood transfusion or blood transmission. So sharing needles, especially for those who are into drugs when they are like doing the injections through their body because they want to have these drugs and they are sharing it with their friends. So it is also highly at risk to have this HIV or AIDS. And of course, unsafe blood transfusion. So the third is the natural way, that is mother to child transmission, that is from the mother to her offspring during pregnancy, childbirth, and of course when she's doing the breastfeeding. This slide we're going to discuss now about the common misconceptions about AIDS. Some people think that AIDS can be transmitted into a different manner or different ways. So let's now start to break the stigma about AIDS. So awareness through education. So HIV cannot be transmitted through casual contacts like hugging or shaking hands or sharing utensils with someone that's infected with AIDS. As I've explained earlier, that it can be contracted through those three things: having sexual partner, bloodborne transfusion, and of course, mother to the offspring. And another misconception about AIDS is that AIDS is limited to a specific group like the LGBTQ community, like those gays, those who are having sex or sexual contact with the same sex. So that's not just it. Especially for those who are practicing polygamy, they're really one of those most at risk to contract AIDS. And the rest, we have HIV or AIDS. They said like it is a death sentence, but it's not, because early diagnosis and treatment can significantly improve the quality of your life. So definitely, even if people will contract AIDS, they still have the chance to live their life normally. Okay, so in this next slide, we're discuss the signs, symptoms, and progression of a person that has HIV or AIDS. So what exactly do they feel when they have this disease? First, they have this flu-like symptoms. What are those? They will experience fever, chills, rash, night sweats, muscle aches, sore throat, fatigue. So mostly you are tired even though you have not done a lot of work. It's just that you're feeling so much tired. And of course, you will have swollen lymph nodes and mouth ulcers. Other symptoms, they will feel weight loss, significant weight loss. Even though you did not intend to have weight loss or like you did not perform any dieting just to lose weight, it's just that suddenly your body loses massive amounts of weight. So of course you have fever, diarrhea, and cough. Now we're going to discuss about HIV testing and treatment. HIV can be diagnosed through rapid diagnostic tests that provide same-day results. So what is this? If you happen to remember, if you've tried to have COVID-19 rapid testing, it is almost the same procedure, okay? They will just get a prick on your finger, take out samples of blood, and it will just put on the cassette, and in from few minutes, you're going to get your instant result. This greatly facilitates early diagnosis and linkage with treatment and prevention. So people can also use HIV self-tests to test themselves because they are readily available in some pharmacies, even online, you can purchase it. However, no single test can provide a full HIV positive diagnosis. Confirmatory testing is required. So it's only conducted by a qualified medical professional, such as our medical technologists that can be found in clinic or hospitals that is nearby. So HIV infection can be detected with great accuracy using World Health Organization pre-qualified tests within a nationally approved testing strategy and algorithm. So what's the treatment? Unfortunately, there is no treatment for HIV or for AIDS. So there is also no vaccine invented or found for this disease. So once you have AIDS or HIV, it's gonna be a lifetime battle. So they say prevention is better than cure. So let's talk about prevention and awareness. So there are multiple ways on how to prevent yourself from getting AIDS or HIV. There are three steps. We call it A, B, C. A stands for abstinent, which means not doing sex at all. But sex is a physiologic need. I know some of you cannot resist of having one. So if you cannot have it, then stick to B. B means be faithful. Be faithful to your partner. Stick to one person only. So either it's your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, then just stick with one person and just have this sexual relationship with that person. Do not go from one place to another place. Way in order for you to avoid or to prevent from contracting the disease is use protection by means of using male or female condom during sexual contact, because you know that the semen or the liquid or the fluids that is coming from the genitals of the man and women, that is absolutely the one that is infected by HIV or by AIDS. So mostly or 100% that the fluids is already infected. So by the means of using condom or men or women condom, so it will help you to prevent yourself from contracting the disease. So this is non-negotiable. Always use protection to protect yourself. So treatment. Sad to say, unfortunately, there is no currently invented vaccine or treatment to treat AIDS. However, there is current antiretroviral therapy, they call it ART, But it does not cure HIV infection, but it allows a person's immune system to get stronger. This helps them to fight other infections, and currently ART must be taken every day for the rest of a person's life. So that is unfortunate because once you have AIDS, that is already a lifetime disease. So I hope you guys learned something today, and thank you so much for your time. And if you have questions, just shoot me a message. Have a great day.